Pick Six. Good to see you, Cynthia Frelund.
Great to see you.
What do you have for me on this game?
So in this one, I have the Texans winning 24-23. Some notes here that you need to know. DeAndre Hopkins continues that touchdown streak. There's going to be 4 games with at least 1 receiving touchdown. And I think you see him have 6 receptions. That's more than 5 receptions. He's my wideout number 3 for fantasy purposes. So kind of get back on track in the fantasy world.
Does your model have anything to figure out how somebody who comes tie-dye on the top, zebra on the bottom fares in the game whatsoever?
Yes, wideout number 3.
There you go.
That's exactly what the model says.
Stays put. You got the Packers and the Raiders in Lambeau Field. What do you have for me?
27-21. Packers win this game. But something to know about the team that doesn't win is Josh Jacobs. I have 75 scrimmage yards for him and the touchdown. It really matters here that, see that 1 reception? That's going to happen. So you want him to catch a ball and then 75 scrimmage yards.
Okay, very good. And then the Lions coming off of that loss in Lambeau Field.
Not today.
The Vikings.
The model says not today.
Okay.
23-21, Lions win in this one. And you know who's going to score a touchdown for the Lions? TJ Hawkinson. That's a real important one to notice.
Okay, the Iowa Hawkeye will get in the end zone right there. Moving on, it's going to be a victorious day for Saquon coming back, is what you have right
victorious
here.
day, 24-23 Giants. Kyler Murray is something to notice in this one, 248 passing yards, and he's going to have 33 rushing yards. He's quarterback number 7 for fantasy, and I think if you combine both of these quarterbacks' numbers together, it's going to be at least 430 passing yards.
Big game again. The Giants are just a game out of first place in the NFC East, and as you can see, Arizona can get to 500 with a win in New Jersey. What happens in Atlanta?
In Atlanta, the Rams win 27-23. It was 25 before they got Jalen Ramsey. It's down to 23 with Jalen Ramsey, but Cooper Kupp, he's your wide receiver number 1 in fantasy. This week, 8 receptions, 78 yards. It doesn't seem like a hugest day with that touchdown, but those 8 receptions could go for even more yards. Remember, the model is a little conservative, so 8 receptions. Remember that number.
And 8 early games, 3 later on this afternoon, including this game in the Pacific Northwest. Who do you have winning this one?
I have the Pacific Northwest. I have Seattle Seahawks beating the Baltimore Ravens 28-24. The combined total for these 2 quarterbacks, maybe not as high as you might think. I only have 32 rushing yards for Russell Wilson and about 54 for the other guy, Lamar Jackson. So that's less than 100. It's certainly less than 150 rushing yards combined for both of them.
And it's a big homecoming again with the Legion of Boom having Russell Wilson being left behind, one would say, or it's his team now. You could see Earl Thomas, his wife,
revenge,
letting everybody know that he's excited to be home and that the welcome has already been nice, as you could see, for Earl Thomas. Big day, as you mentioned, for Russell Wilson.